Good evening. I'm your filter to reality, and welcome to the NT Evening News. The governing party has suggested that the right to vote be repealed. It based this decision on declining demand and poor voter turnout. In the area of science, it was reported today that SimCorp Enterprises of London has come up with a way to physically rearrange the entire solar system so that Earth, and thereby its inhabitants, us, become the center of everything. The spacesuits required if humans expect to sustain life on the newly positioned Earth will be available from SimCorp's sister company, LifeTech Corporation. There is no word yet as to the expected rearrangement date. An environmental assault case has finally had its day in court. The presiding judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff, 167-year-old Douglas Fir from the BC Interior, who has accused a multinational pulp and paper giant of brutally murdering his entire family and many of his closest friends. This 200-year-long killing spree has wreaked havoc on many once majestic forest communities throughout North America. Outside the courtroom, the Douglas Fir expressed hope for future generations and felt that justice had been served. We'll be back in a moment with more news.
Grandpa! Grandpa!
What?
Will I grow up to be big and strong like you?
I sure hope so, son.
Why wouldn't I, Grandpa?
Well, unless something is done soon, big old trees like me will be nothing but a memory, like the giants in the old fairy tales.
But, Grandpa, what would the forest be without old ones like you?
I think they call it a tree farm, son.
The Surgeon General has announced today that recent studies conclude that television is extremely addictive and should be closely scrutinized during prolonged use. Some of its findings: children absorb 350,000 consumption messages before graduating from high school. 1/4 of our waking life is spent in front of the big black box. The study also found that we as a society have allowed the most powerful communications tool ever invented to become the command post of a massive consumer society, defining our lives and culture in terms of material success and lifestyle enhancement. As well, television is almost entirely created, maintained, and dominated by and for advertisers. Television's primary purpose is to create more consumers.
Kathy is 8, and she's addicted. It changes the way she talks, the way she acts, the way she thinks. She is addicted to television. 100 million North Americans spend 1/4 of their waking lives watching television. The addiction is real. Don't spend your life in the tube.
I've got Fred Flintstone on my mind, and Barney in the belly, Wilma in the horizontal, and Betty in my Betty. I'm the Simpsons as your neighbors, raising nabobs of negativities. I'm the road runner on the lam from the law, Officer Wile E. Coyote. I'm Spider-Man when walking, the streets are a bore. I'm Batman when tapping the dark, vengeful regions of my soul. I'm Dick Tracy, mowing down mobsters without mercy by the score. I'm a Looney Tune with a screw loose, the crazies at my core. I'm Elmer Fudd with a grudge and a 12-gauge shotgun. I'm Mighty Mouse with a million girly mice trying to get a piece of me. I'm Yosemite Sam, rockin' hand, raping and pillaging the land. I'm Mr. Magoo, who can't see anything worthwhile to do. I'm Bullwink, and I'm gonna pull a rabbit out of my hat. I'm Bugs Bunny with his sneer and a smart aleck remark. I'm that Oscar-winning rabbit who'll hit the height of heights. I'm Sylvester the cat with a ravenously lustful appetite. I'm a ninja turtle, kung-fuing and kicking my opponents to death. I'm the beast without beauty, who never becomes the handsome prince. My descendants are the Jetsons, my ancestors are the Flintstones, and I feel right at home in this crazy cartoon world.